All right. Kelly Bush, how are you today?
I'm great, Tom. How are you doing today?
Oh, awesome. Well, hey, thanks for jumping on the call here. I'd like to start off with, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from originally?
Yeah, absolutely. So I live in Roseville now, but I am from Auburn, California. I'm right up in the hills, and I have two boys. So one going into high school this year, and one's going to be a senior this year. And yeah, just, local, and love this community, and love to, we moved down to Roseville about 2 years ago and have just kind of branched our circle down here. And yeah, just happy to be here today.
Awesome. Well, I know it's definitely a balancing act. Well, first I was going to ask you, so what inspired you to get into real estate? And I know that you were with another independent brokerage and you recently joined EXP, but first, what inspired you to get into real estate?
The biggest inspiration for me being in real estate really was my kids. So real estate has given me the, availability to be able to, work my schedule around, them and be able to miss less. Before I was in real estate, I worked for a local corporate company and worked well over 40 hours a week, and just really had family members that were in real estate that loved it, and I just wanted a piece of what they had as far as freedom and financial independence goes. And then for your other question, yes, I was with an independent brokerage before this, and was there for a bit, which was great, and really was able to see the value in EXP, and came over here in November, and my business has just grown exponentially since then.
Oh man, you're just doing great. It's just so great. I love your energy and how you just serve your clients so well with those relationships. But how do you balance it all out? I mean, you've got kids, you're selling real estate, and then plus you have a life. So how do you balance everything?
I think it's time management. So making time, specifically for my business. I work from home sometimes. I come into the office also. But, just not letting my week kind of run me, but making sure that I know exactly what I'm going to be doing throughout the week. Utilizing social media to communicate with my local community and let them know what's going on with the market, and just so many different ways that that I can make it work. And that's why I love real estate so much. It's a lot of work, but you definitely have a lot of choices that you can make.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just love the story about that young man. Tell us the story about the young gentleman that's been looking for a home for a long time, and you found him the duplex in Auburn. Tell us a little bit about that story. I'm sure you could use his first name.
Absolutely. So Quinn was a first-time home buyer. He was a firefighter that worked, with CAL FIRE, and had been looking for a duplex or some sort of, investment type property where he could live in the other side for well over a year. Was able to find him a place in Auburn that he is so happy with. He's already coming in, being able to make an income from, one side of the rental, and he's just so happy. And so, working with buyers in this market right now, having the right strategies to be able to get offers accepted, and being able to utilize, working with lenders and doing everything that we can, it really is making it to where people can get what they want. And he didn't pay very much over list price, so it is still possible.
Well, that's great. I love that post. I mean, I just love to see happy homeowners getting into their home of their dreams, because let's face it, right now with this crazy market, it's not that easy, is it?
No, it's not easy. And it's definitely something that, isn't going to happen just by chance. And you need to be able to, have a real estate agent and a lender and just kind of an all hands on deck approach and all your ducks in a row beforehand. But I have just closed on 2 escrows. We've still got 2 and they're all buyers. So it's definitely possible. And to any buyers out there, I just say, keep your head up and make sure you're working with somebody that's, got all your ducks in a row.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So, I love the fact that you implement the 7 keys that are really important in today's market to be successful. Number 1 is you set goals. Number 2 is you have a marketing plan in place. Number 3, you're the local expert in the market. Number 4 is you build great relationships to serve your clients. Number 4 is you ramp up social media. Next is you've also implemented a great small business system. And then last of all, you use all of the right tools and the technology. So that's just awesome. So before we leave, I'd love you to share another story about one of your clients, maybe the folks that bought the property downtown. What were their first names and how did that go?
Yeah, that was John just closed the other about 3 or 4 days ago. And that was one where we were able to direct him to a little bit different of an area than he had been looking at. He had been looking in the Land Park Curtis Park area for quite some time, was getting bid out, just like we were talking about. It is true, you can put it in offer and that's 50,000 over and not have it accepted. And he really was getting discouraged. And so what I was able to do is, kind of really sit down and meet with him and see if there's anything else that we could do. And what we did is we ended up looking in the Midtown area instead, and he got something under list price, $10,000 under list price, closed in 21 days. And he, just talked to him yesterday and he said, you know what, Kelly, I'm so glad that you showed me down here. This is actually, a better suited area for me. And I'm just so happy. And he didn't have to get it, to pay over. And so it was just a really good, thing to be able to move him on in there.
That's so awesome. You're very creative and a hard worker.
Thanks, Tom.
And serve your clients the best. That's awesome. Well, if anyone needs to reach out to you, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so they can, my Facebook page is just me. It's my my personal page. You can see, my dog and my kids and everything and all of my real estate. So it's just my name, Kelly Bush, via Facebook. And then via email, it's kelly.bush@exprealty.com.
Awesome. Well, hey, Kelly Bush, thank you so much. If any of you have any questions, reach out to Kelly or myself. We love to serve. Thanks again, Kelly. Have a great day.
You too, Tom. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye now.